Hi, like many people, I grew up going to church occasionally, and usually for births, deaths, and marriages. I didn't really have any instruction at all, and although I went to school at a time when we still said the Lord's Prayer, um, I didn't really think too much on it. Um, However, as I got older, into my late teens and early 20s, there was always a feeling in me that someone was by my side. Um, Especially in the dark moments of my life, it seemed that when I wasn't sure which way to go, events overtook me and I was moved on down the right path. At the same time, I started to pray without really knowing what I was doing and without any real knowledge, but I knew I was praying to God. This carried on into my late 30s with family, work, study, friends, and football all taking up my time. Like many of us, at a particularly difficult time in my life, my brother-in-law invited me to a men's breakfast at a church, and mostly because I love him, I said yes. I turned up, and any kind of odd feelings I had about the event were quickly kind of taken away. All the guys were really normal, talking about football and rugby. It was a lot of fun, and yeah, who knew Christians were not so strange after all, eh? After breakfast, there was a speaker who gave his testimony about how he came to faith, and I was incredibly moved, and something really powerful stirred in me. I didn't know what that was. When the speaker said Christ came for sinners and that all you had to do was repent and you'd be forgiven, it was as if he was speaking to me. It became really personal. I also realised I knew nothing about Christianity and who Christ was. I actually felt embarrassed about that, thinking, most of what I've learnt has come from bits and pieces and old films, quite frankly. When I left, I thought, even on a practical level, I really should know about Christianity, especially as at the time, mistakenly, I thought I already was a Christian. Well, that's when my real journey as a Christian began. After over a year of learning and questions with a great teacher, and starting to go to church, I realised the great truth that Christ did actually come for me, a sinner. I repented, asked for forgiveness, and I asked God into my life. Being part of our church has been so important in my ongoing journey. Learning from my fellow Christians, giving each other encouragement, especially in difficult times, is so important, as the journey will get tough. But my faith and knowledge continue to grow. Part of my journey has seen me join the Christchurch Cockfosters team recently as ops manager. God showed me this was a path for me. Quite frankly, he couldn't have made it more obvious. It was as if he had a big sign saying this way. It's been an incredible blessing for me working on behalf of God's church and growing in faith, even more so in these difficult times we're all in. Seeing what a church family is capable of and caring for each other and the wider community is wonderful to see in action. God's people doing work, his work, in extraordinary circumstances. Being a Christian does not make everything work out how you want it in life, but knowing God's love and forgiveness is there for you, and the relationship you can have directly with God through Jesus is amazing. If you're a Christian already, I pray that this has been encouraging. If not, I pray that the story of an ordinary guy like me being gifted an extraordinary love may make you interested enough to find out more. I look forward to hearing from you. May God bless you and keep you all.